Engross Senate Bill 5992 on third reading and final passage. The lady from the 27th District, Representative Jinkins.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, thank you for your patience as we've discussed all these amendments, I think very richly and with different opinions, but nonetheless fully discussed them, and I appreciate this body's and your willingness to indulge as we do that. Mr. Speaker, it's always been my belief that lawmakers should be judged not on what we say in response to gun violence, but on what we do in response to gun violence. And at my town hall last weekend, and I think many others also heard this, we had questions given to us about what is it you are doing about gun violence here in Washington State. It wasn't what are you saying about it, it was what are you doing about it. This legislation is about doing something about gun violence. No single thing we do will end it, but there are many, many steps we can take that will advance our ability to curb gun violence, and that's what this bill will do. It closes what has basically been called a machine gun loophole. Bump stocks are able to be turned into nearly machine gun-like, bump stocks actually turn a semi-automatic weapon into something that is incredibly similar to a machine gun. It may fire differently, but the rapidity with which the gunshots exit the gun are almost identical. And Mr. Speaker, in minutes, not in our state, but in Las Vegas, Nevada, a gunman was able to kill 60 people, to injure over 600. He fired 1,100 rounds, all using bump stocks. These devices are a deadly threat to our public safety, and it's time to close this loophole. Every time a mass shooting happens, and it happens way too often in this country right now, we hear a lot of thoughts and prayers expressed. And I do want to say that I think it is important to send our thoughts and prayers, but it is my hope that our thoughts and prayers are not only for the victims, but they are for us, prayers for us to take the kind of action we need to take to help the people of our state and this nation. Considering the news of the last few days, it is the absolute least thing we can do. This bill does, I think, take an important step toward helping prevent the massive loss of lives in this country, in this state. It's not what we say, Mr. Speaker, it is what we do. And today I am proud to stand and do something to try and end gun violence in the state of Washington. Please vote yes.